So you're walking down the street and bam! Impaled by a javelin out of nowhere. It's a clean shot, straight through the stomach. What do? You're panicked. This is your first time. Do you pull it out? No, of course not! Now you're bleeding out and it's over. Okay, attempt number 2. Let's learn from our mistakes. First off, we should try to avoid getting stabbed, but let's say it's not possible. Ooh, a gut shot again. But now we're relaxed. It's nothing we haven't been through before. The javelin created the hole, but it also plugs it, so we're not bleeding. The ambulances are unavailable, so we're going to have to stitch it ourselves. The first one's easy, we can push with it. But the second one is going to be much harder. There's going to be some unavoidable leakage when I take out the weapon, but I'll try to minimize it. And that's not good. Okay, like all surgeries, there's some amount of winging it. Vitals down to 15%, but we're good. We're staying calm, we got this. Don't you hate it when you're trying to get ready for dinner but can't figure out how to cut your ice? You've literally tried everything in your cookbook, but you can't figure out how to get a clean cut. Well, boy, do I have good news for you. All you have to do is grab some metal floss and attach it to some weights. I know for a fact it works with Coke, but Diet Coke might not weigh enough, so we'll see. This method should work because ice melts under pressure. But unfortunately, I don't think I had the right string thickness because after a few agonizing minutes, the block had melted down to a cube. And even when science came through and it finally started to cut, it would refreeze over and I was left with an ice necklace. I wanted to stick to this diet because eating ice literally burns calories, but I think it's going to be too hard. On the bright side, at least I got this cool slow-mo video as a consolation. What do you do when you're completely stranded and need to make a fire before nighttime? Well, I'm here to help. The first thing you want to do is use your nose to sniff out the 9 volts, which are typically found in the bark of trees. Next, depending on your area, some native animals will hide their pencils in the rocks. Make sure you dig them up. Lastly, you need to look for the fully blooming native match plant. As you see here, that one's not fully blooming, but yes, this one's perfect. Now that we have all 3 necessary items, we take the lead from the pencil to short the 9 volt. Shorting the 9 volt will send a lot of current through the lead. The graphite does have some resistance, so combined with current will produce some heat, and this heat is enough to light the match. Now we get to see another day, and we no longer need to ask the question. You've only got AA's native in your area? Don't worry, I got you covered too. They're invasive here in California, so unfortunately they're not too hard to find. See? Here they are right by the bark, just like I said last time. Next I'll use echolocation to find some gum plants. Ah yes, this will do just fine. We'll only need the skin for our purposes, but this one's definitely ripe. The outer coating is metallic so it can conduct electricity. I'll tear off both sides to increase the resistance towards the center. The point of highest resistance creates the most heat, and here we can start our fire to save our life. Wow, this is big news coming out of the New York Times. Look at this. Trace amounts of ferrous sulfate, niacin, and thiamine mononitrate have been found in the COVID-19 vaccine. We don't know much about these chemicals, and if we don't know what we're putting into our Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. These are actually just ingredients in these flaming hot Cheetos. That's pretty interesting. Wait, and then this whole New York Times article? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's faked by me and Inspect Element. Huh, well I guess this is a good reminder to not believe everything you see on the internet.